Aston Martin builds a sicker Vantage. Pratt Miller preps another hardcore Corvette, and a new BMW Z4 could be on the way, if you're into that sort of thing. I'm Carrie Milbank, and this is Fast Lane Daily. Aston Martin has a question for fans of smaller sports cars with big V12s, and that question is, are you sitting down? Late last year, Aston showed off a concept version of its Vantage. Dubbed the Vantage RS, that car was powered by a 12-pot racing engine. A close cousin to the V12 is found in the company's DBR9 race car. Now, according to Aston CEO Ulrich Betz, the company will bring the Vantage RS to production. Under the hood is that 600 horsepower 12-banger that powers Aston's top line, DBS, fitted with some of the racing tweaks from the DBR9 racing program. Those include modified cylinder heads, dry sump lubrication system, and a racing cam. That setup gives the Vantage RS an advantage over the base car in quickness. That's a 0 to 60 time of under 4 seconds. No word yet on price, but I would expect a few nervous lunch meetings over there in Stuttgart. Corvette racing team Speed Shop Pratt Miller says it'll introduce a very special Corvette convertible at this weekend's 12 Hours of Sebring race. It's a new version of the company's Corvette C6RS conversion, just topless. Yep, that is correct. Pratt Miller says the convertible version of its C6RS is on the way. Like the hardtop, the C6RS convertible will get an 8.2-liter all-aluminum V8 producing 600 horsepower and 600 pounds-feet of torque. It'll also get similar carbon fiber body panels to reduce weight and improve aerodynamics. The package also comes with a computer-controlled adjustable suspension system and giant Brembo monoblock discs. No word yet on price, but AutoWeek reports the convertible conversion may cost more than a $185,000 nut for the hardtop. Oh, there was something else. Oh yeah, that doesn't include the price of the car. So good luck at those blackjack tables this weekend. And if you've been watching for a new entry-level Alfa Romeo, the company says, here you go. Alfa released the first shots of its new Mito hatchback today, showing off the car that'll face down the Mini Cooper on the narrow streets of Europe's medieval strongholds of death. In other words, cities. Alfa hasn't released any specs on the Mito yet, but an international press launch will reportedly be held this June, where the red wine will flow, the cheese will be stinky as hell, and details will be forthcoming, so stay tuned, chaps. Next up, the BMW Roadster is near, and Ferrari is not amused by one man's modded 360. That's in the internet rumor mill right after this.
Ben Campbell had a gifted mind, but when he couldn't pay for school,
where am I going to get $300,000?
he was given the perfect solution.
You ever studied blackjack?
Are you talking about counting cards?
On March 28th,
Counting cards isn't illegal.
+9.
+5.
Dude, I lost count 20 cards ago.
Don't call me dude.
will he take it too far?
Think you could beat the system?
Based on the bestseller Bringing Down the House.
The stakes are high and it's more dangerous.
21, rated PG-13.
Okay guys, what are your thoughts? Hey, Fastlane Daily viewers, I didn't see you there. It's Alan Kay. I was just sending email out to the guys from the show asking them how they want to cover the New York International Auto Show. Now, Fastlane Daily is going to be there every day starting March 19th with exclusive interviews and great coverage from the floor of the Jacob Javits Center. Okay guys, let's get cracking.
Well, it is Friday, and that means it's time for the commenter of the week. Now, this week's comment is quite a humbling one from Mohammed from Saudi Arabia, who tells us he is a big fan, however, he has one complaint. In a story about terrorist threats at the Dakar rally, we used an image depicting a terrorist holding the Quran. We apologize to Mohammed and anyone else we may have offended. Sorry, next time we'll just use a shot of this guy. Well, like it or hate it, the BMW Z4 is due for a new look for 2010. That look, insiders say, will include a folding hardtop to replace the current cloth top. Word is that will push the Z4 into a higher price range, that to prevent the Z4 from taking sales away from the new 1 Series Cabrio. Also in the rumor mill for the Z4 is an M model that could get a version of the company's twin-turbo 3-liter 6 producing 350 horsepower. No word yet on a release date, but most signs point to the 2009 Frankfurt show. YouTube fan Josh tipped us off to some pre-release mugshots of the production version of the Kia Soul. Posted on Kia World, we now have a clear shot of the Soul's physical outer form. Pictures of its inner being have yet to be seen, but we'll keep watch on the crystal ball. Thanks, Josh. And finally, remember that guy who built a Ferrari 360 limousine? Well, apparently, Ferrari officials were not so amused. The Prancing Horse's legal team has reportedly sent the man a cease and desist order on using Ferrari badges. That, they say, because the 20-foot-long 360 is no longer a Ferrari. Or maybe it's just all the puke on the seats from the drunken prom kids. We'll stay on top of this developing story. More details as they unfold. That wraps up Fastlane Daily for today, but tune in next week when we go to the prom in one of these. Thanks, Mom. See you later.